So I thought the O-line to start the game was pretty problematic. I thought that they struggled early on. If there was, I get that preseason is gone, but they're picking up where they left off as far as Kirk Cousins. He's not Case Keenum, all right? He can kind of move a little bit as far as to avoid hits left and right a little bit, but as far as getting your feet out on time like Case Keenum, he's not that same guy. And even when he rolled outside the pocket a couple of times, it was painful to watch because defensive linemen can easily catch up with him. He doesn't have the feet that Case Keenum has. He needs a clean pocket of protection to be able to make throws down the field. Now, I thought starting off, they were horrible, mostly because of Tom Compton. He was a disaster, as I thought he would be. He either gave up a sack or a huge TFL in one possession, which killed it because the Vikings were moving the ball up the field, and Tom Compton single-handedly killed that possession. They were forced to punt, and then later on, I think he had a false starter or a holding. He had something stupid. Look, I was never worried about the Niners defense, but I, honest to God, think the better defenses you're starting to go against, you got the Rams and the Eagles coming up in a couple of weeks, Green Bay, their defense is whatever. They're really not that good. I think the better competition that comes along, Tom Compton's going to get exposed. You really, really hope, if you're a Vikings fan, that Pat Elflein is going to be ready for week 2. We'll go ahead and monitor that. But besides that, I thought after the first couple of possessions, as the game went on, I thought the offensive line was actually okay. I thought they were. The run blocking was good. I thought the pass protection was pretty decent. I wasn't sitting there saying, oh, get rid of the ball quick. And here's the thing that I love about the offense, about yesterday. I've always said this offense has a chance to be explosive as a defense. They weren't really explosive, and you could cater that to, okay, it's week 1. They're still trying to figure everything out. They're playing a full game together for the first time instead of just a quarter here or a couple of possessions here in the preseason. I thought the offense looked really, really good. I thought Adam Thielen would take a back seat to Stephon Diggs this year. Well, yesterday that was not the case. Adam Thielen was Kirk Cousins' main guy yesterday. I thought they should have targeted Stephon Diggs because, and look, I said this last week. I said I would target Richard Sherman with Stephon Diggs. Put him on his side every single time. Even if he tries to shy away, put Stephon Diggs in the vicinity of Richard Sherman because he's a zone corner. Who knows, maybe he'll end up guarding him. And the one play that they threw to Stephon Diggs where Richard Sherman was on him, he put the break moves on him. Richard Sherman was like 5 yards behind him. He's not able to keep up. He made an easy catch, and that was it. I thought they should have done that more. John DeFilippo, bro, you should have did that more. He had a couple of catches for, 50 yards, Stephon Diggs. And and that pass that Kirk Cousins threw in the end zone to Stephon Diggs, that was worth the price of admission right there. That was a beautiful, perfectly thrown ball that I don't know if Case Keenum would have made. Think about when Sam Bradford first stepped onto the scene. But this was after Teddy Bridgewater. We love Teddy Bridgewater. He got hurt, and we were looking forward to what he would do. Same thing saying, oh, if we kept Case Keenum, how would this offense look? I wonder how. Look, that throw that Kirk Cousins made was worth the price of admission. Same thing we said about Sam Bradford. It was like, oh, we never saw Teddy making any throws like that. That was a dime pass by Kirk Cousins. I thought they should have went after Richard Sherman more, and they didn't. The only other time that I remember they went after Richard Sherman is when Laquan Treadwell was on his side. When Richard Sherman was lined up on Laquan Treadwell, and Sherman just made him look like an idiot. He broke the pass up. I don't know why Kirk Cousins would even know. You should even scan the field. I know Richard Sherman isn't the same guy as he was. He's a little bit slower now. He's a zone corner. But that's perfect for a guy. I say, look, he's better suited going against bigger physical receivers than the shifty guys like a Stephon Diggs. Well, the bigger physical receivers are guys like Laquan Treadwell, and he's not even as talented as a Brandon Marshall who's past his prime. He's not even that talented, and so he got made silly. I don't know why they didn't go after Richard Sherman a little bit more. But Adam Thielen, he stepped up big. And the thing that I love that I keep forgetting every single time until this dude steps on the field, and there's no disrespect, is Dalvin Cook. He is a huge difference maker. Forget the fact that he fumbled the ball. He's a huge difference maker. Think about how many times where you're like, oh, Kirk Cousins, he's going to throw a nice slant route or a nice in-and-out route to Diggs or Thielen or maybe even Rudolph. What's going to happen? I don't know. Oh, my God, if you're a defense, you got to worry about that. Hand it off Dalvin Cook, 7 yards here, 10 yards here, 12 yards here, 5 yards here, moving the chains, throw a screen to him. It's 15 yards. It's almost like in basketball when you're going up against an opponent And you're thinking to themselves, oh my God, they're gonna just like the Warriors. Oh, they're gonna throw all these threes up in the air. Oh, I can't stop. Oh, you gotta worry about that. And then all of a sudden, they're hitting free throws. It slows the game down and keeps you guessing more. Like, oh man, you're a little bit antsy. Let's get back into it. Oh my God, that free throws, layup. Draymond Green. Sort of like that. Dalvin Cook is that tone setter where it's like he brings the whole defense back to earth, and it's like, oh, snap. We can't just sit here and worry about these wide receivers. We got to worry about this dude who they can hand the ball off to, and he can break tackles. Like, this dude's a physical north and south runner. He can line him up maybe in the slot a couple of times, roll him out on some screen passes like Le'Veon Bell. This dude is a difference maker, and he was that guy. I was a little bit surprised at the workload that he got in game one. I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a timeshare battle, but Dalvin Cook was fantastic yesterday.